What up? We're back at the Green Wall. So I want to. I don't know. I'm very, it's like as you grow up, you become more like left brain. You're not as creative, it seems. And so it's like I'm trying to think of how to be creative, which doesn't work. I'm like trying to think of like a branding and a way of making videos which is good for the left brain, the analytical mind. But then when it comes down to it and I actually have to make the video, my right brain's not turning on and I can't be creative and intuitive with it. Because really, like, creativity is all about having fun. It's just about being in the flow state and just basically being a vessel for whatever wants to come out of you. You're not really thinking about what you're doing. It's kind of just like you're just doing it. So I do these videos. These videos are just fucking what I just do these to get my thoughts out of my head. But I also want to do like other videos on my main channel where it's I've got more of an idea of what I'm doing. Like, I've got a main message that I'm getting across. But here's the thing, is that I don't want it to be like I've got a message and I'm getting it across. Like, primarily I want it to be just something that is fun. Just like whatever wants to come out of me. Whatever wants to be expressed from me. Like, I don't want to pick and choose what is good and not. I just want, And so I want these main channel videos to be really fucking specky, really high quality, lots of editing, not just a normal boring vlog like this. And that's where it becomes tricky for me, because I can film a video and it goes for like 20 plus minutes, and then I have to edit that down and then add in other clips and music and all that, and it's like it's quite overwhelming, and I don't know, it's not really fun anymore. I have fun talking to the camera. Then when it comes down to editing it, it's like what can I do with this? Like, I've got no fucking clue what to do with it. And then I'm stuck in that analytical mind, and so I'm criticizing what I've said, and I'm like, oh, what if people take what I say this way, and is what I'm saying actually true? Do I agree with that? And it's like so fucking it's frustrating, because at the end of the day, I want to make videos because I like making videos, because it's fun to do. And I keep doing these videos because they're fun to do. It's fun to just get my thoughts across onto camera. But when I try and make main channel videos, you know, there's a component in it where I'm trying to do it. It's not just free flowing out of me, it's that I'm trying to create something, and it doesn't work that way. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the thing is, it's not worry about it, not to care about it. Because the thing is, if it's like, that's the thing, is that I'm trying to get it done. I'm trying to make a video. But if it's just like if it's just like this drive to talk to the camera, and then this drive to edit, and then this drive to put in these clips, and it's all like fun, and it's like, well, that's what it should be about. And it's like, if I don't have that drive, then I shouldn't worry about it. But I am, because I'm like, I've got potential. That's the thing, is I see that I've got potential. I can make good fucking content. I've got potential, but the drive isn't there. But I also feel like I shouldn't push myself. I shouldn't force myself to do it. You know, I know that I have potential, but it's not that fun if I force myself to do it. If I push myself and go, I've got to make this video, like, I've got a good message to get across, I've got good editing skills, I can make something look cool, like, I'm good at art, I've got to fucking do it, you know. That shouldn't be how I do it, you know. Because I know that I am a good artist. I've got my own style of doing things, but, you know, I think there's this egoic drive where it's like, I've got to share this with the world. People have got to know me as this artist. People have got to know me as this creative person that speaks about fucking spirituality and awakening, and and it's got some wisdom to say. It's like, as soon as that happens, as soon as it's an egoic drive, it's not fun. So I think this is the thing, is that I have these creative abilities, but if these creative abilities are driven by the ego's desire to be seen as a specific way, to be recognized, to gain attention, to gain validation, then that's when it gets corrupted, and I feel like a phony or guilty, because like the desire is driven by the ego. It's driven by selfish qualities, like self-importance qualities. Whereas if I were instead to just forget about that drive, forget about wanting people to see me in a certain way, or seeking validation for being an artist or being into spirituality, and if I didn't care about any of that and I just created because it was fun, then you could say that's a selfish act. But it's like, what else? Like, what do you define as selfish and selfless? Like, the thing is like with selflessness, it's not about disregarding your own self. It's not about abandoning and neglecting yourself. Selflessness includes yourself. That's the thing. So selfishness is just focusing on this self only. Selflessness is not about abandoning this self and being absorbed into other people. It's about seeing this self as equal to all other people as well. And so having fun by being creative is supporting this self. So I would say, it's more of a selfless act. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I think this is the way to go, is that over the past few years or so, I don't know, like, there's been this immense ego drive, this self-righteousness and this neediness and attention seeking of like, people need to see this, people need to understand spirituality, people need to understand these spiritual concepts and enlightenment, and I have got the knowledge to spread about it, and people need to be entertained with the creative art that I have to show. And it's this like self-righteousness and this neediness. And when my whole sense of fun creatively is driven by self-righteousness and neediness, it's not fun for me. And you can see that in the art that I create. You can see the righteousness and neediness within the art itself. I would say. And so I think I really need to just forget that whole thing and just create because it's fun. And now there's not a whole lot of drive for me at the moment to create because it's fun. Like, I'm more driven by the righteousness and neediness than I am by having fun and playing around. But at the same time, I think the more I am self-aware about this, the more that righteousness and neediness will begin to fade away, and it will be replaced with, or will rather unveil the actuality of what was there, is the playfulness and the fun and creativity. And it will no longer be about righteousness and neediness, and because I'm always worried about, I want to make a video that's like spiritual, about enlightenment and awakening. I want to make a video that is trippy and all this. And if it's not related to that topic, then I can't make videos, which is annoying for me. It's like one part of me is restricting myself. It's like limiting myself. Because I can have fun with friends and not talk about anything like spiritual. And I could even vlog that, make a video about that, just like hanging out with friends and but then there'll be the part of me that's like, that was fun, I've got some good footage there, but is it related to anything spiritual? No. Well, can't use it. And that's frustrating. Because one part of me thinks it's like, well, it needs to be like trippy and spiritual and like insightful, because that's the niche that I want to hone in on. But at the same time, another part of me is like, I just want to have fun. I just want to play around with filming and editing, no matter what the fucking topic is, what it is. So it's this like battle in my head between those two kind of things. And, you know, life is a process, and, you know, I'm not too worried about getting things done now. You know, everything is a process, you know. The way that I view the world and the art that I create, it's all a process, and I have faith that it will sort itself out. But, you know, there's another part of me that wants to fucking be a YouTuber, that wants to just start fucking making videos, because that's what I love to do. But I'm thinking about it too much. I'm analysing it too much. Thinking about, you know, what can my niche be? You know, what will I do? Will I make vlogs, or will I make short films or documentary kind of stuff, or like video essays? Like, what will I do? And I'm like focusing too much analytically on, you know, the niche that I want to hone in on. And I've been doing that for so long, it's like, it's tiring, because I don't do any of it. Like, I try and do it, I'm like, oh, I'll try this then, I'll try, say, doing short films, or I'll try doing vlogs with no editing. I'll do vlogs with editing, and it's like all this stuff, and like every time I do it, I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do. And so I really feel that just analytical mind needs to just fuck off for a bit, and I need to let that right brain come in and creatively and just have fun, play around with what fucking ever. Because at the end of the day, the funny thing is that everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Spirituality is the path you take in which you recognize the interconnectedness with everything, the oneness. And so the most least spiritual thing you can think of is in essence spiritual anyway. And that's what I gotta realize, in a sense, I think. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. I've got a cough, unfortunately. Well, it's not that unfortunate. It is what it is. Yeah, that's all I got to say. This shit will figure itself out, I'm sure. I just gotta fun, just play around. It's the point of living.